What's up, everybody? Bitcoin J back once again. It's been a little bit. Get that crypto. I want to talk about something that I think is pretty fantastic. You're gonna see a few videos out here about it, but there's really three. I wouldn't call it cryptos because Mimblewimble. First of all, you see right there, Mimblewimble, which is pretty cool in itself because that's based on Harry Potter. If you guys know about Harry Potter, I'm not that too well versed in Harry Potter, but this is a protocol. But you've also got something called Grin and Beam. All right, just so you know. But anyway, this is about Mimblewimble. All right. I'm going to get to it in just a second. It's awesome news. I mean, this is new technology, new crypto. I'm pretty jacked up about it, and you should be too. Listen, I don't just love one crypto. Just remember that, all right? I love them all, especially new technology, especially as we progress in this together. We're going to grow. We grow together. And if I find something I feel that's pretty important, I'm not your TA guy. I'm not the technical analysis guy. I'm the guy that gets jacked. I'm a regular dude. Just remember that I'm a regular dude, just like anybody else out there. So I get jacked up about something. I read a little bit about it and I talk about it. Let's talk. All right. And we're going to get to it in a minute later. What's up, everybody? Bitcoin J back. Get that crypto. We're here to talk about the Mimblewimble protocol. And also, we're going to talk about real briefly. Now, I'm not going to try to keep this too long because this is high technical stuff. And I ain't as smart as as some of these. I'm not as smart as these guys. But we're going to talk about the protocols, and we're going to talk about the two coins that are implementing the protocols, which I think are going to be fascinating. And you guys need to look into these. Okay. So it's one of them's Grin, the other one's Beam, and they're going to be using the Mimblewimble protocol. All right. So check this out. All right. Bitcoin. Everyone's excited. Bitcoin 10 years ago. It comes out. It's going to save money. We had the crash and financial crash. Bitcoin comes out. We're going to have control of our destiny. Bitcoin's this, that, and the other, right? And between then and now, you had all these other cryptocurrencies, these altcoins that come out going to change the world. Now, I love other coins. I'm not a maximalist like a lot of these guys are. I'm a everything-alist that makes sense and potentially has the opportunity to make me money. So I'm into the technology. I'm into the money side of it. So love XRP. Is probably my favorite coin of all. Bitcoin, there's a lot of them. I can name a lot, but let's not go there. Here's the deal. Here's what makes me so excited about the Mimblewimble protocol and also Grin and Beam, right? So Mimblewimble, right? Let's just go to this. Bitcoin. Bitcoin is not a privacy coin, right? You have primary coins, right? And then you have privacy coins. So if you want to be anonymous, you want to send transactions, you want to receive transactions, you want to do anything, typically you're going to use privacy coins, like the Byte coins, the Moneros, the Dash, the Zcash, these different privacy coins. There's many others out there, but those are your big ones, right? So those are the ones you're going to use. And that kind of has been a knot because on Bitcoin's side, it's been a store of value. It's, block time is super long, to make a transaction takes forever. It could take 30 minutes to a couple hours, maybe a day sometimes. Just depends, right? And you have these other coins that take instantaneous times to send a transaction or to do anything, right? And you can use it for microtransactions, right? So Bitcoin is mainly a store of value, all right? And the biggest thing about Bitcoin is that it blabs, 3 secrets every transaction. It tells you the sender's address, it tells you the amount of the coin sent, and it tells you the receiver's address, right? And it also tells you, in my opinion, and I think it tells you how many coins that sender has available. Now, you may not want that information out there. You may want to keep that private. But if you're using Bitcoin, which most whales and most people that are in the cryptocurrency scene are heavily invested in Bitcoin, you can't hide that. No matter what you do, it's just a part of the goods. You either have to use a privacy coin or you got to just deal with the, public knowledge of your public key. It's not the private key. Private key is different. Private key gives you access to the coin. Public key just shows you, hey, it's public. It's very transparent. That's the whole point of cryptocurrencies, right? Now, Mimblewimble is pretty cool because it hides a few things. Let me show you what it hides. We're going to go down here. I'm not going to get into the math. I mean, because this is technically, you want to research, do your own research. If you got any questions, hit me up in the comments. All right. All right. Man, I hate this. I get these updates, man. It's crazy. All right. Well, in a nutshell, what we're doing is Mimblewimble is going to hide really two things. All right. It's going to hide the sender's address. Actually, three things. It's going to hide the sender's address, the amount sent, and the receiver's address. And it's going to be condensed, right? So the blockchain, that transaction is large. And to save it, it requires a lot of storage, right? Well, it's not anymore with Mimblewimble's protocol. It's going to, first of all, it's going to do two things. First of all, Mimblewimble, it can be used as a side blockchain. So it can be used alongside Bitcoin. For right now, that's what it's designed for. It's not really designed for any other coin, which is cool because there's a lot of maximalists out there, and Bitcoin is a primary coin. When these ETFs start hitting the scene and they're releasing, the access to ETFs and, backed and such. So that's huge, right? So you got billionaires out there. If they want to send something, they don't want you to know about it. They're going to have to use this Mimblewimble protocol. Now, it's available now, but it's not integrated yet, and it will be, and it's just a matter of time. Listen, here's the deal, folks. I'm human. I'm not perfect. I've been wrong many a time, and I don't mind being wrong. You know what? I'm not ashamed to say it. So if I'm saying something that you find is incorrect, hit me up in the comments. Don't be an asshole though. Don't just be ignorant. Just tell me, hey, look, dude, I think that's wrong. This is what you need to do. This and that. Check this out. Boom, boom, boom. We're good. We can have a conversation. We have dialogue. But if you want to, you do what you want. You can say it how you want. I'm cool with that. But I'm going to respond. So just know that. Anyway, I digress. You can be completely anonymous with Bitcoin with the Mimblewimble protocol. That's what's so cool about it. All right. Now, I'm going to try to keep this as short as possible because you want to do your research on this, but I need to get that information out there too, because this is huge. Now I heard about this Mimblewimble 6-7 months ago. Somebody was talking about it. Said, oh yeah, man, this new Mimblewimble is going to be awesome. And I was like, Mimblewimble, I never heard of this. Well, it was because it was first introduced. Who was it introduced by? Let me see here. It's introduced by... All right, Mimblewimble, a protocol that was put forward by an anonymous user in the Bitcoin developers chat room by the name of Tom Elvis Judicer, the French name of a fictional Harry Potter character, Voldemort, which is pretty cool. Obviously, this guy loves Harry Potter. I'm not the biggest fan of Harry Potter. I actually like those the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. That's much better than Harry Potter because that's more my speed. I'm into that. It's kind of cool. But anyway, again, I digress. But Mimblewimble itself is the name of a spell used to tongue-tie victims in Harry Potter, which is pretty cool because I see the parallel here. It tongue-ties the victim so they can't make a spell. In essence, Mimblewimble kind of hides things so you can't see what's going on. That's kind of the similarities there. But anyway, Judicer left a link in a white paper in which he outlines that by using the Mimblewimble protocol, the scalability as well as the privacy of a Bitcoin network could significantly be enhanced. What is Mimblewimble? In order to understand the Mimblewimble protocol, the manner in which Mimblewimble transactions are conducted must be first understood. All right, Mimblewimble and transactions are a derivation of another transaction type known as a confidential transaction, of course, conceived by former Bitcoin developer Adam Back. Confidential transactions allow senders to encrypt the amount of Bitcoin they want to send by using what are known as blinding factors. A blinding factor is a random value used in encryption used to encrypt Bitcoin amounts in a transaction and is chosen by the sender of a transaction. The selected blinding factors should suitably encrypt the amount being transacted, but should, however, not affect the input and output of the transaction. All right. That's a whole lot of jargon. It's a whole lot of, technical jargon. Basically, it's saying Mimblewimble is going to hide who's sending it, what they're sending, how much they're sending it, and who's receiving it. Period. That in itself is fantastic. That's huge. That's never been done with Bitcoin. Period. So that's huge in itself. So make a note. Mimblewimble is the next thing. Now, you're saying, well, how does that integrate? It's the protocol. So do they have a coin? Is Mimblewimble coin? What is it? Well, there's two coins that are privacy coins that are new to the scene. One is called Grin. Let's meet Grin. He seems nice. Or she. Let's keep it PG and let's keep it, well, as PG as I can, but let's make it kind of well-rounded here. Meet Grin, the private and lightweight Mimblewimble blockchain. All right. And it's currently under development. All right. Now, what is Grin? Great question. Electronic transaction for all without censorship or restriction. Grin empowers anyone to transact or save modern money without the fear of external control or oppression. Grin is designed for the decades to come, not just tomorrow. Grin wants to be usable by everyone, regardless of borders, culture, skills, or access. All right. Now, biggest factor of it, biggest, check, biggest plus is its privacy factor. All right. Grin has no amount and no addresses. The transactions can be trivially aggregated to hide where a newly created transaction comes from. It gets relayed privately, a random walk, among peers before it is publicly announced. Scalable. Mimblewimble leverages cryptography to allow most of the past transaction data to be removed. That's huge. So you can't, if there's any hackers, there's some really smart people out there. So if somebody wants to hack and reverse engineer something, find out a private key or something like that, they can do it technically. They could do it right now with Bitcoin transactions. They could do that. But you can't do it if you're using the Mimblewimble protocol. That's what they're saying. That's huge. All right. This guarantees Grin won't crumble under its own weight and long term. Open. Grin is developed openly by developers distributed all over the world. It's not controlled by any company, foundation, or individual. The coin distribution is designed to be as fair, but not greatest, as is known to be possible. Now, it's a community initiative, so there is no ICO. All right. Grin is launched fairly, free of ICO, pre-mine, or founder's reward. We rely on donations to keep working on the project. Support the movement by purchasing some swag or making a donation. Now, here's the deal. Do I 100% believe that it is not pre-mined? Listen, believe half of what you see and none of what you hear. That's kind of what they say, right? I don't believe that either. I think that, yes, there's probably some pre-mining going on, maybe by Grin themselves. Obviously, they need X amount of Grin to hold for future development. So should they, need to develop a certain segment of the company to, branch off into something else that they're not currently doing, yeah, they need that. Or they may be a partner with somebody and they may want, let's say they want to get on a major exchange. Who knows? It's possible. It's probably happening. I'm not judging them. What I am saying is it's a pretty cool coin. And this one, I don't believe is out yet. I think they're, what does it say here? All right, Grin is under development. Mainnet launch planned for, okay, so the mainnet is planned in 4 days. So January 15th, 2019. Look out for that bad boy. I think that's going to be a big one. Can you mine it? Well, I don't know yet. I'll be honest with you. I think you can. Not sure. That's something I need to look into. But if you guys know something, hit me up in the comments. And tell me what you know, because a lot of you guys are a lot smarter than me. I just have really nice home office and nice equipment, so I'm not afraid to talk about it. I'm smiling right now, like really like a cheesy grin. Anyway, now the next coin. This is a privacy coin, by the way, Grin. The next privacy coin. Now these are new, so Grin's a new privacy coin that's using the Mimblewimble protocol. And then the next one would be would be Beam. Beam is another one that's using the Mimblewimble protocol. Okay. Mimblewimble implementation. All right. One was developed in 2016. I believe that would have been Grin. And Beam was developed, I believe, this last year in 2018. So this is newer. Grin is a little older. And Grin has a wallet that you can download right now. And I believe this is a proof of work coin. So you can mine it. for sure. See right here, it says miners. And I want to say it is a proof of work. So, people have, they're the people like proof of stake, proof of work. I think it's proof of stake, actually. I don't know. And I got to look at it. I'm just so excited to even make the video about it because I heard about it. I knew something was going to happen. I just didn't know how it was going to be implemented and where where it would what they would pair it to make it better. Well, what better to pair it to than a Bitcoin? I mean, right now that's taking like a lot of kidney shots. I mean, going from 19,000 a coin to about 4,000 a coin now. I didn't look at the market this morning, so that's my bad. But so something like this is it's just huge news, especially on the cusp of the EFTs and BACT being launched and, tokenization and everything being talked about. So that's huge news. Anyway, now you might be saying, well, what's the difference between Beam and Grin? Well, I'm going to just keep it really brief. Basically, the difference between Grin and Beam. Grin is more of a regular dude, a regular chick kind of coin. All right, it's a community coin. It's really not meant to hodl. They want you to use it and do certain transactions, which is going to make I could be off on that, but I believe that's what it's meant to be. Okay, from what I've researched, I believe it's meant to use. It's meant to break off chunks of the Bitcoin and make it a little bit more usable for microtransactions. I don't know how that's going to be possible. They have the technology. They'll figure that out. Now, Beam, on the other hand, in my opinion, from what I've researched, is more business related. Okay, this is for your businesses. These are for the big boys. So if they want to send some transactions and make them private, they can do that. And you're talking billion-dollar companies that are investing money. You got all your New York Stock Exchanges, your Goldman Sachs, your Fidelity. This is more their speed. This is what they're probably are going to be using potentially. So this is all potential. But the whole point of this video is to get you, abreast of the new stuff, the new technology that's coming out, and to get you excited about that, get you jacked up. So you should be jacked up right now, jacked up. All right. There's other people on YouTube talking about this, man. So don't just go by what I'm saying, but I want to be one of the people out there talking about it because I mentioned this in one of my videos. I can't remember which one, but I mentioned Mimblewimble and how I knew it was going to change finance. And believe me, it will. Now, mark my words, 5 years from now, this is going to be huge. So you need to look at it. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not telling you invest in nothing. So don't listen to that. What I am saying is if you are into the cryptocurrency scene, do not get left behind on this. This is new stuff that's coming out, right? Beam, I don't even believe is on, let's see here. Let's go to CoinMarketCap. I don't even know if it's on CoinMarketCap right now. Nope, not yet. Neither is Grin. Nope. So as soon as it hits, I'm telling you right now, buddy, you better be on the lookout and you got to get something. Now, I already told you there's a wallet you can get from Beam. So get it right now and see how you can start mining it. So you can get ahead of the game. Other than that, that's really all I got. You guys like this video? If you hate it, I hope you don't hate it. But if you hate it, just leave it in the comments. Like, hate, don't matter. Put a comment down there. Subscribe. Hit the bell notification. I'm going to have more stuff coming. I'm always looking for new information to give you guys. And all the information I get, I don't get just from, I wake up one morning, I don't have a freaking revelation. I listen to a lot of people. I read a lot of stuff. So shout out Modern Investor, Digital Asset Investor. Two guys I really listen to a lot. And, some other guys out there right now, I'm drawing a blank, but there's some other guys. I'm going to shout you out. I'm going to shout you out too. So, anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.